minutes.
Hello and welcome to another Google Hangout where we're going to be discussing the match that's just finished. Swansea 2, Manchester United 1. I'm very disappointed with this. I thought it was going to be a difficult game from the start. I mean, Swansea I don't think they've actually lost that many games at home. I know they did turn around a one-goal deficit against Arsenal, I remember watching. And I don't think they've lost too many they haven't actually lost too many games at home. So I wasn't expecting an easy game, but I was hoping that we could just nick this game today, and obviously they've ended up nicking it. I don't know how you feel over this game, Joe. I'm sure you're pretty disappointed with it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know if you how you see the team selection, and I mean it wasn't the best team selection. I mean Wayne Rooney was up front again, and Herrera played again, which is what most fans want to see. But still, there's problems in there.
yeah. I mean, we wanted Ender Herrera to start. He started. We wanted Wayne Rooney up top. We got Rooney up top. But then we had Fellaini in the number 10 role, which is supposed to be, the center attacking midfielder, the creative type. And when he's in that role, he's not going to create. We know that. He's just going to be there so we can hit long balls to him or long passes to him. And I thought he was garbage, man. Like he had, 4 fouls before his first yellow card. He got yellow carded before the half. And then, but the first whole 20, 25 minutes, both teams were piss poor. And we were actually lucky not to be down 2-0 because they had two good opportunities. Gomez, had that header that Herrera cleared off the line. And then another one, there was another corner they should have scored off. So it was just piss poor passing, and I just didn't like the setup from the get-go. I'm not a fan of the diamond. I don't like it. It's too narrow. And then I don't really get on Louis Van Gaal a lot because I know he's still learning and he's a great manager. But today I'm going to get on a little bit because I thought his substitutions were off. I would have took Fellaini off at halftime and brought Young on and let Young play out wide, not at fullback, because I thought Luke Shaw was having a decent game. But it is frustrating because, I said this in the United view. I've been saying it for a few months now. We play down to the competition. We don't play up to it, or we don't dominate and play our game. We either play down to it, to Burnley or Swansea or Leicester or anybody, or we play up to the competition like Chelsea or City. It's unfortunate because I really wanted to win this game and kick on because we got some tough games coming on, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, as you said, we've got some really tough games coming up, so it's going to be interesting. But with the thing about Fellaini, I just do not think that he should be starting games for Manchester United. I personally don't think he's Manchester United quality at all. I don't think he's a good footballer at all. I actually really hope that he does actually go in the summer myself. I know he's got a few goals this season, and he for this season he's a great second option to bring off the bench maybe. When games are tight, you might just want to nick a draw out of somewhere or just nick a 2-1 victory, but he's not the sort of player you should be starting every game in. We should have really probably started with Juan Mata in there maybe, but obviously if we'd won the game, probably people wouldn't be talking about that. But Juan Mata obviously hasn't played a lot lately, but I don't know what's up with him. It seems he could be on his way again in the summer, so. I mean, it doesn't seem like Louis Van Gaal wants to play him now.
There's I would have rather had Mata, Januzaj. I would have rather had Falcao up top with Rooney in the number 10. There's 3 or 4 options I would have rather had. I would have rather had Herrera in as a number 10 if Carrick was healthy or something like that. But, I just, like I said, I don't mind Fellaini as an option off the bench, and I don't want him in midfield at all, to be honest. If he's going to play, I'd rather have him up playing with the strikers. Because his first touch is terrible. He has no vision. There's a lot of willful players out there today. I thought Phil Jones, on the first goal I think it was, he's just standing in space, and it's like, are you marking a player? What are you doing here? The one Key got across, I think it was Luke Shaw, and Phil Jones is just, standing there in no man's land. I just don't understand what the fuck he does. So I was surprised Jones started. I thought Chris Smalling had played well. He scored 2 goals a couple weeks ago. I thought he would play. So, like I said, it goes down to team selection, and he's always tinkering with something. And I just would have liked to see us play the way we ended the last game against Preston with, 4 across the middle. But I don't think Di Maria had a great game today. I thought his crossing was a little off. A lot of his crosses went close to the keeper. Fabianski came out and claimed it. But in the end, it's a tough loss. Everybody always, overreacts after a loss, and it's the end of the world, and we're not going to get top 4 and this and that. We can still get top 4, no problem. We just got to start playing our game and stop playing down to teams. We need to fucking come out, and he needs to start, creating chances for the strikers, because Robin Van Persie wasn't terrible today, but he couldn't even get involved in the game. He kept having to drop deeper and deeper, and it just didn't work out for him. And he's coming straight back from injury again. He was out of the game. I don't understand that one either. So yeah, this one today I'm gonna put on Louis Van Gaal with his team tactics and his substitutions and team choice. He's gonna take this loss. I haven't been critical of him, but today I'm gonna give him some stick.
Yeah, well, it's so tight up the top there. I mean, if Liverpool or Southampton win tomorrow, well, if Southampton win, they're going to go above us, which will be a bit of a blow. And obviously, if Liverpool win, they're only going to be a couple of points behind us. And if Tottenham win as well, they're only going to be maybe 1 or 2 points behind us. So it's going to be really interesting to see now. But
I think most of the games coming here now are must wins. There's no more time to draw games and drop points away from home. You got to start fucking winning games and start. You want to get top 4, you better be serious about it, because January transfer window came and gone, and they didn't buy anybody, and they just let a couple players go. If you want to be serious about getting the top 4, better start fucking winning and start playing with some desperation. Not desperation, but with some urgency. Daley Blind today, I tweeted it out. I love his passion. He was yelling at Phil Jones. Same thing with Herrera. Herrera's telling players where to be and getting into them. And I think those two together have a really good central midfielding pair. I'm really, really liking those two. They're becoming my favorite players, to be honest, because they just get the whole, the shirt. They get the, play for the shirt, the passion and everything. We were talking about this, me and you, yesterday. We were talking about we'll never see another Gary Neville or a Paul Scholes or Ryan Giggs, one club men who play for the club and play for the badge. Now it's all about money. But yeah, I really like Daley Blind, but yeah, it's unfortunate, man. We shouldn't have been. I would have rather gotten a point than none today. And I thought that would have been fair, because there was a 20-minute period after the second half that we dominated. And let's talk about the goal, the John Joe Shelvey goal. Everybody knows. I know it. Everybody knows he can hit from distance. Why would you back off him? I knew it was coming. And I said to myself, I was thinking, I was like, man, we're really dominating the game. One counterattack, I bet you they score. And, of course, the ball falls to John Joe Shelvey from distance, and he has a rip, and it goes in, takes it to deflection and goes in. And, you have to step. And I know for a fact in team meetings they were talking about Shelvey being able to hit from distance. I think maybe it's the language barrier with Rojo. I don't know. He hasn't done much wrong at all, but he should have stepped on that one. Man. He's going to hit from distance. He's got that in his locker.
Yeah, definitely. It is really disappointing. I'm bitterly disappointed today with this defeat. A point wouldn't have been a great result. I said before it was really a must-win game, this one. But I wouldn't have even been happy with a point. Even at the end there, I would have took a point like we got against West Ham, but I wouldn't have been celebrating.
Yeah, and I thought Daley Blind was going to save us again, but his shot took a deflection and went wide. And that's another thing. Late in the game, after the 90th minute, there's a period where we were passing the ball sideways, trying to figure out and find a lane. There needed to be some urgency. Go. Stop passing it sideways. Pass it forward. Take some risks, because, there's not much time left. We need to score. So who's our next game? Do you know?
The next game coming up is Sunderland at home, so we should be looking to get 3 points in that game. But it's the away form that's the problem, because we're going to have to pick up some more wins along the road. We've only actually the only game we've really won is the away game against QPR, because the other games we won the games, but against Southampton and Arsenal they were all over us. We were terrible against Southampton, and the Arsenal one, it was just a bit of counter-attacking that won us the game. They had the majority of that game. So we're going to have to pick up some points in these away games at Liverpool and Everton and Chelsea and Newcastle.
I almost thought today that he should have came out and tried to counter-attack. Swansea like to play, some tiki-taka, keep the ball, pass and move. I thought maybe today we could have hit him with a counter-attack. If we would have played with the team that we put out in our preview with the wide players and Blind and Herrera in the middle with Rooney and Wilson, today I thought it was a great game for Wilson. He could have got in there and stretched the back line, because there was not enough movement. And I think we're talking about creating chances for the strikers, and I think, you look out there, and the only player with pace was Di Maria and Shaw, out of the starting lineup. Rooney's not the slowest, but he's not, exactly world beater quick. I think there's a general lack of pace in our team, in running speed and passing tempo. So there's things we need to address in the summer, and we'll get to that. But next game, Sunderland, fully confident of a win, a big win, and we'll talk more about that in the preview because there's going to be. I want to see Van Gaal's post-match conference. So,
Yeah,
but there is no man of the match today. Nobody really stood out. And Herrera got a goal, and he's quickly becoming one of our best goal scorers from midfield. And it's so funny because last season we were looking at it and we had less than 5 to 10 goals coming from the midfield. And this year it seems that all the scoring is coming from the midfielders, Blind and Herrera and Fellaini and whoever.
Yeah, well, this season, none of the strikers have really got a lot of goals, have they? I mean, you look at Wayne Rooney and Robin van Persie, I think they're the 2 leading scorers still, and they've both only got about 9 each, which...
Yeah, and what I'm going to say...
Wayne Rooney got a lot last year.
If Van Gaal knew what he knew now, I don't think he would let Welbeck go.
Well, maybe not, but Welbeck hasn't exactly scored that many goals at Arsenal. So
no, but it's not about the goal scoring with him. It's about the movement and the creating chances. And he puts a shift in, and we thought fucking Falcao was going to come in and score 40 goals or something, and he hasn't done shit. So looking at it now, I would have rather had Danny Welbeck because Danny Welbeck does more for the team than Falcao.
Yeah, obviously you can't blame Louis van Gaal for letting Welbeck go.
No, because 10 people out of 10 would have done the same thing. But in hindsight's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I just didn't want him to go to Arsenal in case he did score a few important goals.
Become the next Henry?
Well, that's what they were saying. Obviously he's not. But I just didn't want him to score a few important goals and win them something or anything. I would have sooner him gone to Tottenham myself. But yeah, Falcao didn't even come off the bench today. It's looking to me as though his days at Manchester United are numbered. I don't know what's up with him. But we'll probably have to talk about that later on in the next preview.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that. Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter. He'll put all the links in there. Let us know what you think was. I put the blame on Louis van Gaal today. Let me know if it was anything that we missed. What do you guys think? Should Fellaini be sold in the summer? But like I said in the United view, the good thing about selling Fellaini in the summer is now he scored a couple goals this season. His value has gone up a little bit, so that is a positive. But yeah, there's still some things that need to be worked out with this team, some player additions, some more understandings. So I'm just, obviously massively frustrated. I really wanted to, beat Swansea, but we'll go on. We'll keep our heads up. We're not going to fucking sit here and cry about it. Everybody on Twitter thinks it's the end of the world when we lose. It's not. I promise you, the sun will come up tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just a shame that we haven't got a game for probably till next Saturday now. So
yeah, it is. That's what I hate. But at least we can watch the Champions League this week. Maybe Monaco smash Arsenal.
Yeah, that would make me very happy if that happened. It would get over this a bit. Yeah, so that's it for today. Let us know your thoughts on the game. Obviously, as Joey said there, do you think Fellaini should be sold? In my personal opinion, I think he should be sold in the summer. What's going to now happen to Falcao? Is he going to now get any game at all? And any other issues you've got, just let us know in the comment section below. And we'll be back sort of in the week to talk about the upcoming game, the preview, the next game at Old Trafford. See you.